Hey, we are live and welcome to another episode on the podcast. We got ourselves another very special guest on a very special day where EA has released FIFA 22 early access for those with the EA Play, and we are kind enough to have an investor, a fellow investor who gets a lot of coins in FIFA, and hopefully share some of those tips with us today. DCFCJAMES1, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
Doing well, man. Doing well. It's the morning, so it's we're starting off. We're starting off with the pod.
You're what, 6 or 8 hours behind?
I'm 8 hours behind.
Eight. So it's what, 10:06 for you?
Yeah, 10:06 for me. Yes,
Commitment for the podcast. See this man?
yes, of course, of course. We're always we're willing to do these podcasts at any time, man. Anytime, just for our guests, man. So we're happy to have you
Um,
here. How are you doing, man?
yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. Hopefully we can play a bit of FIFA later and yeah, see how it's you know got any better from this year. Well, last year, I suppose.
Right, right. Yeah. If you guys don't know already, he's a FIFA streamer. He's gonna be streaming right after this podcast. Where can people find you on Twitch and
Um,
your social medias?
just all my socials are just DCFC James1, the football club I support, Derby County. We're going through some tough times right now, but I won't go into that. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
long topic. And yeah, just DCFC James1 if anyone wants to come and say hello.
Mm-hmm. And we'll drop those links in the description below so you guys can check him out. So please follow him and support him. What does DCFC stand for?
Derby County Football Club's the local team I watch, and I've had a season ticket since I was 4 years old.
Okay, gotcha. For sure. For a second, I thought it meant disconnect.
I
Disconnect
mean, to
Football
be
Club.
fair, yeah, in foot champs, I do tend to get a bit annoyed when you get the odd disconnects, so it
Hmm.
would have been a good name.
Yeah, I had to ask because I was just curious, but that's good to know. Um, so what are your thoughts going into 22? What do you expect to do? I know you told me right before we went live that you have 20 hours instead of the 10.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Next gen users, instead of getting 10 hours, they can play 10 hours on the uh, like normal edition of FIFA, and then they can play another 10 on the Series S or X of Xbox, or if you've got a PS5, then the PS5 version as well. Just hoping to make a couple coins, stuff like that, because my web app doesn't work. Because before I told you in the podcast started that my web app doesn't work, so I'll have to use all my time for that.
hmm yeah. So, what do you gotta do with your 20 hours?
Just probably just try to make some coins. I've already made some guides. I've made just cards to buy into, stuff like that. And I'm gonna sweat some drafts as well. I wanna
Hmm.
try and get some dubs on the draft.
For sure, definitely. Now, are you willing to share some of these tips with us today?
Yeah, I can share. I can share a few. I can share a few.
Yeah, feel free to share whatever you feel comfortable sharing or whatever you want to
Yeah,
reveal.
I'll pull up my
Just
Discord right now. I'll have a look what I've got.
sure.
So
So, go
you go,
ahead.
you go, you go. No, you go, you go, you go.
So to start us off with 22, especially with the EA play, what are some tips that you would give to some of these guys that are pretty new to it?
Well, first off, I would start by doing like the advanced SBCs. Try and make a couple coins off that. If you get any walkouts, brilliant. If not, you should still at least break even at the very worst. And let's say you even make something like 10k. You can buy someone even, I don't know, someone like say Maximan. He might be less than 10k during the 10 hours, but I did make a full list. I'm just gonna have a look at that right now. Um, Here we go. Right. So the Serie A players, I put some players like Tonali, Tamori, just trying to get the cheap ones, Gosens, Lozano. So just anyone that's kind of got pace as an attacker or even as a defender, they usually do well. but just make sure they've got a few good links around them, and they should be all right.
Mm-hmm. And then with those pacey guys that you buy right off the bat, how much do you think they'll go up in value?
Well, I did have an example. Haaland at the start of last year, when the game wasn't fully out, he was about 60k, and then he went straight up to 140 as soon as the game came out and the first weekend league was happening. So I'm hoping to get a few things like that pulled off. So the main six I'm going into personally are Saint Maximan, Usman Dembele, Vinicius Junior, Saint Juste, Klosterman, and Felix.
Mm,
Those are the main six for me.
gotcha. So usually for guys that have as early as access as right now, you get a head start in buying some of these cards right off the bat, and then once the game comes out, let's say October 1st for like standard edition, the cards, the value of these cards would go up significantly.
Yeah, pretty much, because obviously the supply will be kind of high because a lot of people are going to be opening packs, but the demand is also going to be very high at the same time. And during weekend league, everyone's going to have very similar squads. So in most starter teams, I've been seeing a lot of Pepe's, as in like the Portuguese centre back. So I'm definitely going to get a few of him, and some links around him as well. I'll probably end up going into.
Mm-hmm. Now, from what I heard, with like the 10 hours or the 20 hours, what was recommended is that you would want to play majority of those times on games and not so much
Hmm.
opening packs, or I don't know so much about like trading and stuff, but you want to spend majority of it on the games. What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely, if you have access to the web app, then you want to use it for SBCs, trading, stuff like that. If you're trying to snipe, I would use the access, the early access. But apart from that, yeah, unless you're playing games, drafts, then definitely use the web app.
So they launched a new web app in the App Store, correct?
The companion app,
Yeah, the companion
uh,
app.
yeah, I think that's on the 23rd. I'm not sure though. Could be wrong on that.
Oh, it's coming out. It hasn't come out yet.
No, I don't think it has yet. It could have been, but I haven't seen anything.
Uh-huh. And then so when you're talking about going on the web app, right now you could use it on the website.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay, but it's not 21. It's still
No,
not
it's
stuck on
not
21.
21 anymore. It's 22 now.
When did they update it on the website?
6 o'clock, literally 13 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you took a look at it yet? Right
Nah,
now?
I haven't had a look. Well, I've had screenshots sent to me, but
Oh,
nothing from my end. Yeah.
gotcha.
It looks pretty
Gotcha.
clean, to be fair. It looks like it'll be a bit smoother than last year.
Gotcha. I mean, I definitely got to take a look. Unfortunately, we have James on the podcast, so we did postpone his streams, and you can't look at the web app as early as it came out. But we appreciate him taking the time just to chat with us for a bit before it goes live.
I mean, to be fair, I usually go around like 7:30 times, so I'd probably start around that time anyway. So at least I can be doing something to help you out as well.
For sure, definitely. Um, but I guess we could talk about 21. We could talk about. I
Yeah.
know it's pretty much ended now, and people are on to 22 now, but we could get a chance to just talk your thoughts on just on 21 overall, what you thought of it for the whole year.
Well, a lot of people thought it was like a really bad game, but to be honest, it's the most fun I've had in a like on a game in a while, and I feel people are underrating it quite a lot. And just like it brought the community together a little bit with even like stuff like icon swaps. Everyone kind of came together, helped each other with that, and I think it kind of made FIFA a better place.
Mhm. Yeah, I actually like the icon swaps in the third season. The
Yeah,
third time the swaps came out, the swaps were actually really good, and I think a lot of people are saying like, oh, there are so many good ones they didn't know what to choose from.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Them
Um,
like SBC packs were the best ones though. The 81 times 25, 83, whatever, or whatever it was, 83 times 25, and the 84 times 20. Those were the best ones.
so you personally like those as opposed to
I like
the
them, yeah.
actual
I like
icon
the
ones.
packs. Yeah, I like the packs.
Okay, so you would always go for those, probably no
Hmm.
matter what, right?
Yeah, and especially when it was footies, you could get so much fodder off them. It was
Right,
just amazing.
right. And on top of that too is at that point of FIFA, there's so many great cards out there.
Yeah,
So so many great usable cards that you could have packed, and yeah, those are always
yeah.
good ones to go for sure.
It was
Um,
just a shame, with them 85 times 10s that, you could get all this fodder and you got all these players of like, I don't know, the SBCs and you weren't able to use them. I think I did R9, I did the CR7, I did, oh, who else did I do? Ronaldinho, and I used them all once in a Div Rival game.
hmm.
So it was kind of annoying I didn't get to use them properly. But, I suppose everyone's going to have them teams at the end of the game anyway.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean those 85 10s. I've heard people have done hundreds of them, and then they were able to do a bunch
Definitely.
of do a
I
bunch
think
of
you could check on
SBCs.
the web app or something. And so one of my mates did like 1,200 or something. It was
That's insane.
immense.
How do you have the time to
Yeah.
do that? How does he have the time to do
I don't know. I
1200
think he just
85
did
tens?
so many, like at the weekend and stuff. And
That
yeah,
that is just ridiculous.
it
Yeah,
is.
I just wouldn't have time to do that, to be quite honest. As much as I would love to. Actually, I don't know if I would
Hmm.
love to do 1200, 1285 tens and just keep recycling them. But I mean, I guess if you do those many, you get like all the other SPCs done. If you're willing to take
And
all
when
the time.
Yeah, when they were out, um, I'd say definitely my best time on Twitch because not many people were obviously streaming. Everyone had like finished FIFA, but the people that did play FIFA would only find me and I don't know a few other content creators, and yeah, just stuff like that. It just helped out me as a like content creator, and it probably helped out you as well. You said you were gaining quite a few followers and stuff.
Right, so towards the end of 21, it's pretty much people aren't viewing the game as much, so meaning like they're not viewing the streams as much, but then for those smaller streamers like ourselves that are still streaming, like the bigger ones like kind of take a break at that period, so these viewers would generally probably look towards small streamers like ourselves, and I
Yeah.
think for both of us we gotten a lot more viewers come through towards the end of FIFA. Would you
Yeah,
say
I'm
that's
looking
the
at my
case?
analytics. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at my analytics literally right now.
Yeah.
This this month alone, I've got 800 followers, and I have got well, my average viewers has been 29. And last month, the month before that, I had got 272 followers and an average of 21.
Yeah, that's big. That's pretty huge. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome that at this point, you still get a lot of people watching you and following you. So that's great, man. That's great to hear. Um,
Yeah.
how long have you been streaming?
Ooh, properly, it's coming up to a year now. It's
Okay.
coming up to a year,
Okay.
and mainly well, I got my PC in July, but obviously I needed to get affiliate, so I just got my mates to watch, and I just literally be sat on my home screen so they would watch that, and I got
Mm-hmm.
affiliate just based off doing that. And
Right.
then I don't know, I got my affiliate. I didn't stream for about 2 months, and then I just started back up again.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
then when would you say your streams really took off? Because in a year span, I mean, you've gotten quite a lot of followers.
Yeah, so TikTok was definitely a big point, and my Discord server as well. That really helped out as well. See, I'm even looking at this right now. I've got so much pulled up. I'm sorry. Uh, right now, there's about 200 people online, and a lot of them, a majority of them, come over to my Twitch streams at least like for one point of the stream, and yeah, just stuff like that helps out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And one thing in particular in your streams is that you talk about investing, right? You talk a lot about
Yeah, I do.
investing, and that adds a tremendous value to the stream. Knowing that you
Hmm.
can provide that kind of information for your viewers and your followers, and we could go on talking more about that. When it comes to
Hmm.
21, maybe you could share what were the best times to invest during 21. Maybe there are certain time periods or certain releases or whatever it may be. What were some strategies for 21
Def
where, yeah, in terms of investing?
Yeah, I'd say definitely icon swaps was a big one. And then party bags made me at least over, I don't know, 3 mil. Um, Also, when informs and team seasons went basically extinct, and
Yes.
you had to buy them for like 45k each.
Mhm.
I got them all at like 20k, and it was so easy.
Mhm.
I was making like 23k a card. It was naughty.
Mhm. First off, let me ask how many what was your transfer profits? What'd you end up
I
getting
think
for the whole year?
at
Yeah.
the end, on based on because I didn't trade properly for like the last month and a half, but I think it ended up at about 60 million.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I guess for 22, you probably have to hit 100 million at least, right?
yeah. I want to try. It's gonna be
Okay.
tough, but we gotta grind it. We gotta grind it.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. 60 million. I mean, that's a lot of coins. Usually like in your let's just say like in your balance whenever cuz we're talking about that in total, but in balance, how many coins would you be holding usually? Like
Hmm.
couple
I
million?
well, no. To be fair, when I go in on an investment, I usually put most of my coins in. I'll have
Mhm.
about 100, 200k spare, but
Mhm.
to be fair, I think like go big or go home. That's my kind of thing I go off.
Mhm. Yeah. Um so then let's go back to some of the investments that you're talking about.
Hmm.
You're talking about the Tots and the Team of the Week when they were extinct. What period was that when you started
It
buying low?
was just kind of when I realized, oh, there isn't much supply, and there's a lot of content coming out. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot because it's near the end of the game. I might as well. If I lose my coins, I don't really mind. And then I just doubled all my coins. I made about just 2-3 mil off that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
also, I've got a guy in my server and he finds all the leaks for me, so he lets me know
Okay.
what's coming out and stuff. Yeah,
Right. Now I hear
but
that's useful. Yeah, if you got
mhm,
leaked information, you know what's gonna come out. You get a head start on what cards you should buy, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The only
So
problem is,
uh-huh.
he doesn't know what. It doesn't show you what requirements there are. So
I see.
let's say one day he might think, I don't know, it it's like a team of the week or a tots or anything like that, or a foot champs player. If it wasn't, I wouldn't lose tremendously, but I'd just kind of break even. Because I
Mm-hmm.
remember one day for the party bag, when it required two team of the weeks and it cost like 30k for one inform, we
Mm-hmm.
thought, oh, it's probably going to be a repeat of that. But instead, they only brought out one team of the week requirement, and we ended up losing about a K a card, which was fine. I don't really mind losing the odd investment, but yeah, it would have been so nice if they did it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Um, what about the cards that get upgrades, like Road to the Final? We had the FOF, PTG. How would you invest those? Because I know if you bet on the right cards, you could possibly make a lot of coins.
Yeah, that was my favorite one last year. Akanji, the road to the final one.
Yes.
Yeah, he was outstanding for me last year. So they won. Oh, I can't remember who it was against, but nobody knew they were getting an upgrade in the round of 16 twice. So a load of hype went up for that. I bought him at about 230. He went extinct at 380, and then his price range got updated to like 450, and
Mm-hmm.
it was very good to say the least.
How long did it take you to? How long did you hold on that card for that profit?
Well, because I knew they were going to get upgraded soon, so I was like, oh, I might as well sell as soon as I know they're going to get upgraded because the hype's going to be high. Because I sell into the hype, don't sell into like when the hype's dead. So yeah, just try and sell into the hype.
Right. Um, I think my biggest profit. I did a little bit of investing in 21. And I was just kind of testing the waters for the whole year. I think my
Hmm.
biggest profit from one card was the João Cancelo road to the final this
Oh
past year.
yeah,
I think when I bought him at one point, he was at like 100, little over 100K, and then I sold him at like 420. So it was about like a
Jesus,
300K profit. But I had to hold
it's
on
a
to the
big
card
dump.
for like, I don't know how much probably a month, little over a month. I held on
Yeah.
to it, and then I felt like, oh, that 420. That wasn't even the peak. I don't even think that was a peak, but I felt like that was a good time to sell. And then when I sold it,
Yeah.
it was like, I would like to say it was like a couple days before they actually played.
Hmm.
Yeah. But it seems like after they play a game, they do drop in value,
Especially if they lose.
especially if they lose. Even if they win, though, it seems like it drops off because I
Yeah,
guess that's
just
when the
dip,
hype has uh has gone down.
died down. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that on the road to the final and investing at a certain time period?
I'm definitely going to go back into Road to the Finals when they re-release them. They'll probably bring out, I don't know. Well, hold on. The Champions League draws, I'm definitely not going to go in on like a PSG player or a City player or, I don't know, someone like that. Because their
Sure.
group's very good. But someone like, who was it, Chelsea, they have quite an easy group. So I'd definitely go in on someone like a Chelsea.
Right,
Because they
right.
have
You
Zenit and some Swedish club in theirs.
right. So even at this point, you will want to bet on players on teams that you know are gonna most likely go pretty far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Also,
go ahead.
no, you go.
No, go ahead.
Okay, fine. But also, I suppose if you go like going on someone that is not expected to go through and it goes well, then you'll probably make the most out of that.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you sell it? Would you buy and sell the same card at multiple periods during the Champions League run?
If I see, well, for example, there was Atletico Madrid last year, the road to the final All Black. Remember that card?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in on him. They think no, they lost the first round. So I lost like I don't know 20K. I saw him there. He went down a little bit more after that. So I went back in on him to see if they'd come back from it, and I think they did come back from it, and I made like 100K off him. But it's all
Okay.
luck based.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And would you
Mm.
would you buy like several of the same cards usually?
I did buy a few like of the same card. I think I remember buying two Road to the Final Kessies and two Road to the Final Rebitches at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Um, One thing I noticed too with the upgrade cards, I know for this past year, Road to the Final wasn't the only one. There were actually a lot. There were like headliners and also the FOF. But I noticed in the FOF, like, there was a period where it was quite low for some of these cards, and then they shot up like crazy at some point. And unfortunately, I didn't jump on that opportunity. But I had a feeling like some of these card values were gonna go up at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you invested in any of those FOF cards and made profit from it?
By that point, I wasn't trading as much, but I remember going in on a Paredes when he was very cheap, and then when, of course, they got into the final, I decided to sell before that because I didn't have full faith in Argentina to win.
For sure. Um, yeah, like you said, Paredes was pretty cheap at one point, and then he shot up to. Actually, I don't remember how far he shot up to. I mean, what was the price you saw him at his peak?
So, what Paredes?
Yeah,
I think I saw it at 160.
at
I
160.
think I saw it at
Okay.
160. Yeah,
I feel like I saw him higher in the 200s.
yeah, I probably did. To be fair,
Yeah,
probably was a higher spot.
gotcha. Even guys like Acuna, I think at one point he was at like 700 something,
Oh, he
but then he
flew.
shot
He
up.
flew.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
shot up to like 1 point, I don't know, 1.3, 1.4.
a
I don't
lot.
know if he got higher than that.
I also go off of like if you don't not sell, you won't lose. If that makes any sense. If you just
Mhm.
sell when you've made coins, you won't lose.
Mhm.
Because someone might be high one day and then just shoot straight back down. It's a bit like stocks. Can't
Mhm.
ever trust the market.
Mhm. Gotcha. Um Now besides those upgrade cards and the SBCs, any other tips that you got or any other strategies uh that you utilize?
Um, well, obviously, like I said earlier, with the FIFA points, I do drafts. The pack value is way better with what you can win from the drafts this year because I'm pretty sure that the draft rewards changed this year. I think it's set to certain things, so you'll get the same rewards for every time you win, or whatever round you go in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a million percent sure.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know to start off the game early on FIFA, people have mentioned that it's best to do drafts because the packs are a lot better.
Hmm.
So if you go in with FIFA points or you got some coins that you're willing to spare, the best route to go is the drafts, and then
Yeah,
hopefully you get some nice cards from that.
yeah. Did you hear they removed 5K packs as well? I'm pretty sure they did.
Really, which one are the 5K packs?
Well, it's just the five, just ones for 5,000 coins.
Well, yeah, I usually remember the names of the packs, but I
It's
forgot
like
which
gold,
ones.
gold pack.
Just the regular one,
Yeah,
because
I
there's
think you can
like the
probably still get them from like drafts and stuff, but you can't buy them.
so they would only have what the premium gold pack, which is like a
Yeah,
7.5K,
yeah,
and they're still implementing the preview packs, right?
yeah. There's still a preview pack.
I'm assuming yeah, I'm assuming they're gonna do that for like the whole year now.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yeah. And what I noticed too is like with the preview packs, you could make a little bit of profit. There's nothing to lose
Hmm.
pretty much because you're gonna see the pack, and if the pack that you open is more than the pack itself, then you're obviously gonna buy it, right? And make some
Yeah.
coins off of that.
Hmm. I think I only ever bought one preview pack, and that was a 7.5K pack, which got a Dharma Foot birthday in when he was 20K. So clearly didn't treat me very well, but at least it's a free pack and I didn't have to spend anything on it.
Really, that's the only one you made profit off of?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that's that's
Did
really
you get some good
unfortunate.
stuff?
Well, yeah, I got two Neymars, two Summer Star Neymars.
Jesus.
Yeah, 2 days back to back.
Wow. Back to
Yeah, so that
back.
was crazy. That so I can't say anything bad about preview packs.
Yeah, I wouldn't either if I were you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think after that happened, at that point, I mean, the first Neymar I sold was over 5 mil, and then after that,
Jesus.
after having so many coins, I could just try out
Do whatever you wanted.
exactly try out any players I wanted. I haven't got to try yet, so I was
Yeah.
fortunate enough to have that and to try out some players, some expensive cards. So yeah, in terms of preview packs, I mean, if you open them every day and your pack, the pack that you get, the players are worth more than the pack itself, then there's some coins right there for you guys.
Easy. Easier than
Yeah.
investing, definitely.
Yeah. How much time do you take in investing? Like, let's say in a
I
week span.
You finish off, you finish off.
Yeah, in a week span. Like, how long would
Oh,
it
oh.
take you? How many hours would it take for you to,
Um
do?
I'll usually, well, to find a tip, I'll usually take about half an hour, check if it seems all right, check, whatever. I'll check leaks, I don't know, stuff like that. But when I'm buying people, it takes a while because I obviously buy a lot of them.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and would you usually buy at a specific period of time usually, or a
Just,
specific time of the
well,
day?
with player picks, when they came out, and it was like the golds and the commons and stuff, just as soon as I knew they were coming out, because they came out on what, Sundays, no, Fridays. I just literally just buy on reward days because they were usually at the cheapest, and yeah, just Thursdays were the best for me, I suppose.
Now, did you know a leak at that point, or do you just assume that they're probably gonna come out with the player pick?
Well, it was just usually every Sunday they brought them out, so I
Yeah.
just took that and went for it. It was rare that they didn't ever bring it out.
Mhm. And then you buy these go karts. How much would you buy them for, and then how much would you sell when it's at its peak?
Well, on Thursdays you could easily get gold rares for like 900, and commons you could get for like 500, 600.
Yeah.
So it was easy money. Like, remember when the gold rares were going for like 3K each or something like that?
Mhm. Yeah.
It was very nice on a Thursday.
Mhm. And then
Hmm.
how much would you sell it at usually?
Just, undercut by 100 coins, whatever they were.
Mhm.
Or sometimes I'd lazy sell them just so I could get a few more coins.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because
Um,
you don't want to flood the market as well, I suppose.
you don't want to what? The market?
Flood it. So, like, just put a load on.
Gotcha. Um, so then, are you aware of a lot of the methods out there in terms of trading? And which ones do you
Yeah,
feel like are pretty effective from what other traders say?
well, 10, 20, 30 is like a very big one. You probably know about it. And
Right.
I'm sure quite a few of the viewers probably know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have my own silver filter. I can't say that. I'm sorry. And yeah, it's so OP. I made about 500k in a couple hours. It's very nice to use.
From which one? The 10 to 20, 30?
No, the silver method I have. I can't
Oh, the
say that
silver
one
method.
though,
Okay, you can't
because
say that one.
yeah, yeah. I got
Okay.
I got like a spot in my Discord where you have to like pay to get extra like tips and stuff.
Sure, why don't you
It's
share
like,
about that? You could promote it right here on the
I
podcast.
mean, the Discord is just like a trading tip, stuff like that. There's nice people in there. There's a lot of nice people. And
Yeah.
the premium is, well, I'll get the prices up. It's a month for £2. Obviously, I'm in England as well. So it was a month for £2. For 3 months, it is £4. And for the whole of FIFA, it's £8.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
for like a lot of like Patreons and stuff. It's like £20 monthly. I know there's quite a few. There's one called Doctor Foot. I think he charges about £15 per month. So I was like, nah, you need to make this cheaper. Because originally I was one of them that wanted to get him one. So I was like, why don't I just make my own?
Sure. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then where can you sign up for this membership?
Well, the Discord is just the trading one, obviously,
Yeah.
and there's like a ticket function. So if you open a ticket, you can say whether you're interested or not, and then you can just well, actually, there's another thing you can do. If you sub to the Twitch, I don't know, with Amazon Prime, people can do that, and they'd get access whenever they're a sub because you can link your Discord to Twitch, and it would automatically add you to the service.
Mm-hmm. And then what are the benefits for being in that membership?
So there's a guide. We have got a top 200 trader. We've got well, just a lot of good stuff in there, I suppose. So obviously, like I said, the guide. There's 3 extra tips in there a day, um, and there's like one-to-one chats with traders as well, which helps out a lot.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You got a lot of members in there using that.
Yeah, we actually gained 500 in the last couple of days. I'm at
Oh wow.
2K now. I can check. Yeah, it's about 2K.
Oh nice. Have the reception been good from all that?
Yeah, it's all been good. It's all been good. We've got a lot of people that seem as if they're nice. No, well, I would just ban them if they weren't nice anyway.
Yeah.
And there's always someone there to chat with and stuff like that.
Yeah. Um
Hmm.
so yeah, so you guys check that out. If you guys want to join his Discord, I'll even link the Discord in the description. And then if you guys want exclusive, trading methods or training guides from that membership, you guys could definitely take a look at that and also support James.
Also, for the premium, I
Mm-hmm.
do sub giveaways. So um, every couple of weeks we'll do a sub giveaway, and obviously if you win the sub, then you can get the premium access for free, which is
Right.
quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do get paid by a couple training servers, and I usually put that back into the Switch.
Gotcha. Yeah, so there you go. There you go, guys. Those are the benefits. So you guys should definitely check it out if you guys are interested in investing coins and yeah, just getting a lot of coins in Ultimate Team. So I mean, yeah. So we talked about the 10, 20, 30 method. Obviously, there's also like the bronze method. Any other things out there? Actually, let me ask you this: do you invest in icons?
I actually did a couple times actually. My biggest one I made on an actual investment because I usually just do like the sniping icons and stuff. But when I did one, I did mid Makalele, bought him for 500, then I sold him on for 640. So I thought I was quite dumb. That was like one of the first proper trades I did actually,
Mm-hmm.
because I only started trading about 5 6 months ago, but obviously it kind of went well after that and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and do you know when you bought and sold them?
I've got it on my camera, but I won't go through that.
Okay.
I haven't
Um.
really got time. It's probably a long way down.
Yeah, 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 no worries. Um. So, like, what I've seen from like guys like Run the Foot Market is when
Hmm.
I see some of his videos, his trading videos, giving tips. He just buys a bunch of cards, and then he seems to find a period where he knows like, oh, this is a low point. This is a great time to buy some of these like all these cards, and he would buy a lot of icons too. And then
Hmm.
whenever he gets a hinge, I'm sure he's done a bit of research and he knows the trend and the time period. He buys them really low, and then eventually most of these cards do go up in value, and he just makes crazy profit from these like icons or special cards. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that's what I noticed from him. So I feel like, okay, for some of these icons or special cards, there's definitely a low point at certain periods. You buy them at that time, and then at some point they're gonna go back up for whatever reason.
Hmm.
and then that's when you
There's
sell.
a good function on Footbin. It's you go on Footbin obviously, and then if you press market, it will say like latest trends or something, and then it will
Mm-hmm.
show you the players who've gone up the most in the last 24 hours and the players who've gone down the most in the last 24 hours. It helped me make a lot of coins.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Who did you make the most of from that?
There was hold on. There's two I'm thinking of. There was a team of the
Mm-hmm.
week Ramos, and when he was like 60k, and he
Yeah.
went up to like 180 or something. That was a nice one.
Ooh. Okay.
And I'm trying to remember the other one. I can't remember the other one, but there was another nice one. It was usually you buy in bulks and then you just sell pretty
Mm-hmm.
much when they rise a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
Hmm.
sure. So, with all the coins that you've made, how, let's break it down into percentages. How much of it would you put in reinvesting the, into cards, and then how much of it would you put into just spending players that you want to play with?
I'd say about 80 reinvest, 20 put into like the game and stuff.
Okay.
So, like with the SBCs that come out, I'd usually do them with coins so I can keep all my players as well.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, interesting. Um, so then, like, let's say maybe in like December time, like, would you have like the meta teams that usually what everybody, all the type players have?
Well, the thing is, getting meta teams like near the like early kind of stage of the game, you can obviously enjoy it, but you're going to lose a lot of coins based on the fact that not everyone's going to be want to like use them and no, not use them. Everyone's going to have them and just kind of you know already have them, so they're going to obviously drop in price and stuff.
Right. I am aware of that. Like, a lot of these cards, if you do just buy them just to have them for a while, they do eventually go down in value as the time goes on, as
Yeah.
the game goes on. Um, but I'm just wondering if you could, at that point, afford a lot of these meta squads that you see out there at certain periods of time.
I reckon, yeah, I probably could, to be fair. Obviously, it'll be a grind and it won't be easy, but definitely got a chance.
Mm-hmm. And that's just from coins, right? Not even spending FIFA points,
Yeah.
correct?
I'm probably not even going to spend any. I obviously got the ultimate, which is I'm still going to spend on drafts, which will give me a head start, but
Right.
I'm probably not going to spend anything after that.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like the cards at the very beginning. So like even these go cards that you get are right off the bat, or the ones to watch. They're gonna be really high in the beginning, but eventually as the game goes on, they're gonna keep dropping in value, right? So,
Hmm.
um, I guess what I'm trying to get at is even when I play 21, I know I try to be very frugal with my spending and try to understand that just try to like not spend on like SBCs and stuff or like uh but I would definitely try. I was trying out cards that I never tried before, but I knew if I tried them out, eventually I would lose profit because I would hold on for them for like a week or two, and I know they're gonna go down in value. But doing that in itself and spending all those coins on a really expensive player, I know I'm losing coins off that. So,
Yeah.
um,
It's definitely good to take it into consideration, even if you're not even that into trading.
yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're willing to take that loss just to try out the player, then I mean that's up to the individual. And at that point,
Hmm.
I mean, last year I was willing to because I did want to try out players, but then this time around, I'm aware of that, so I might not. I might be willing to hold off on trying out some players or going for really expensive players just to have some coins to reinvest. and other cards.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
I think we should speak more about you now. I think, have you got any plans for like Twitch and stuff?
about me, my plans
Yeah,
for Twitch is just to grow, just to keep streaming. Um, eventually get to 1K followers. I mean that really is a goal right now. If I could just hit that
yeah,
milestone, ideally, if I could hit it by the end of the year, that'd be great.
would
Um,
be
yeah, that'd be great.
definitely capable of it.
What was that?
Definitely capable of it.
Yeah, for sure. As long as I keep streaming, as long as I'm consistent, I know I'll hit it at some point. But ideally, I
Yeah,
think I would want to hit it by the end of the year, and yeah. And then on top of
yeah,
that, we got the YouTube. We wanted to hit
yeah,
1,000 subscribers and get partnered with that. Get also the minutes watch up to 4,000, which is the requirement, and yeah, just get a lot of these viewers to subscribe and follow to all these platforms and just continue to grow.
yeah. Nice. What are the actual requirements for like the YouTube, like get your money revenue stuff? Because I don't really go into YouTube that much, but I want to start up again because I don't really upload that much. I haven't uploaded in about 3 4 months.
Yeah, for sure. The requirements are basically 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes watched within the past year.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, and it seems like for you, I mean, if you do have the time to edit and stuff like that, something like trading, there's a lot of popular traders out there that give tips on just foot trading. So
Yeah,
that's something, you could definitely look into and, post some content on there if that's a route you want to go.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so we're doing the YouTube, we're doing the Twitch, and obviously we have the podcast here. It's on all platforms, on all podcasting platforms like Spotify and Apple, and we do live stream it here on YouTube as well. So definitely want to keep going with the podcast. We had a lot of amazing guests like yourself, James, who's kind enough to share some investing tips, you know, for your viewers and mine. So also to promote you and to get to know you a bit more. So it's been great. It's been great just connecting with a lot of other streamers and content creators.
As you're speaking about this, I've literally just been sent a DM about someone saying they're a real one for watching us both.
They're what?
Love to see that. They're watching us right now.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
us.
I'm sure they could be chatting it up in the
Yeah,
live chat, but usually what I do is I don't interact with the chat. I just focus on the conversation with my guests.
yeah,
But they're free to talk amongst themselves. But I usually don't do like a Q&A type of
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
You should maybe
So
try one of them one time.
I did it in my first podcast, and I'm willing to do it again at some point. Some Q&A, like a stream or podcast specifically, just to interact with the chat. But
Yeah,
personally, I just like to ask questions to the viewers and the or to my guest, and then just have the viewers just listen in.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So it's nothing against you guys, nothing against the viewers that are in the chat right now. It's just kind of how I do things for the podcast. But yeah. But that's pretty much it with my content, and that's just what I want to continue to do. Maybe
Yeah.
going back to you, what are your plans? What do you want to do with your content, with streaming, with the trading and all that?
I want to hit 10K on TikTok by the end of this year. That's definitely one thing. And I talk to quite a lot of like big Twitch streamers. Like I don't know if you know any of them, but there's people like Daz Barla, um, Mezzy, J Coil, and also I've played Among Us with Pie Face a couple times you've got to know Pieface, surely.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We talk like a few times. Just I've asked them all one question, and they says, do you think it's possible for me to hit partner?" They said, "Yeah, by the way you're growing right now, it's definitely possible."
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try and hit partner. It's like a New Year's resolution. That's what I want to do by the end of 2022.
Gotcha. So what I hear from partner is that you do have the four requirements there, but even if you hit it, it's possible that they might not
Hmm.
accept you.
Yeah.
So, because they have like another criteria that I guess we're unaware of, and from what I've heard is like if you if you do have like some other content elsewhere and like you got other things going on, they'll consider that as well. And if they
Yeah.
feel like you have a huge influence, they'll accept you as partner. But that's
One
just
of
my guess.
my
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. No, one of my friends called Foot Dubs. I forgot to mention him. He gets like 100 viewers plus, like easily, and he's
Yeah,
been declined for partner 4 times.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Does so you have for him he has to you have to keep reapplying if you get declined.
yeah. And I have a theory that it's because he streams on TikTok Live at the same time to gain in more viewers, which is a very smart idea if you're starting off, either on Twitch or on TikTok or on both. It's a very good
Mm-hmm.
idea. I do it, and it's getting me quite a few viewers and stuff.
So when you go TikTok live at the same time, like is it showing the same thing your Twitch is showing, or is it are you showing it from a
No,
different
you
angle?
do have to. You do use your phone, and I do. I actually just put it here. It's probably a little bit off screen, but just show my Xbox. That's all it does.
Ah, gotcha. And
Yeah,
then you feel like for your friend, he might not getting partnered because he's using TikTok at the same time.
yeah. Because apparently, it's if you live stream on any other platform, you can't get in.
Ah, I see. Gotcha.
So I do need to tell him that. I was meant to tell him that a couple of weeks ago, but I forgot.
Gotcha. In terms of average viewership, what are the numbers that you're hitting right now?
Right now, 30. But in
30.
the last couple of streams, I haven't actually streamed in 4 days because I've just been waiting for the release of the new FIFA.
Right.
Before that, I was well. One of them was 55. One of them was 34, 35, just around like the 40s and the odd 50, but mainly 30s and 40s.
Yeah, that's really good. I think it seems like you're on pace. You're on pace to hit that 75, the minimum.
Hopefully, bro.
And then after that, I don't know what else you could do. I mean, I don't know how they select the partners, so hopefully
Yeah,
you get it. Hopefully you figure out a way where you could be a partner.
yeah,
Yeah. It's unfortunate that just because you don't just because you hit the requirement, like you still don't get it for whatever reason. You would think like once you
yeah.
hit the requirements you're good, but obviously there's something else going on there. So
Yeah.
whatever
You
that
should let
is,
us in to know this. Yeah.
was it?
Just let us know what the extra requirements are, because then we won't
Yeah,
do it, and then yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it would be great to just have like a layout of what we could do. But yeah, you're definitely much closer there, and hopefully you'll get it sooner than later or within the time frame that you gave yourself. So
yeah, definitely.
yeah. Um, but other than that, um, do you have any questions for me? Do you have anything else you want to share with the viewers or anything you want to talk about?
Um, Nothing much. I just want to kind of. Well, what football club do you support? You asked me at the start. Who do you support?
Well, I grew up watching Los Angeles Galaxy
Right, yeah,
because at the time that's all I could watch on TV. So I kind of supported them early on. I'm not as much of a hardcore fan now. I'm more of a FIFA football fan in general. I just like
yeah,
watching good competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm
I'll
at with
ask,
that.
yeah. I'll ask one more question. Who
Yeah.
do you think's winning the Champions League?
Ooh. I would like to see a PSG Man U matchup, but depending on how the group stage and the bracket works out, we'll see if
Yeah.
they're capable of even meeting in the final. If at some point they do meet up, like even if it's before the final, I'd love to see that a PSG Man U. You know, both CR7 and Messi on a new team, and both have incredible teams for them to just square off. That'd be kind of crazy.
I agree.
Yeah. If they somehow make it to the finals and one of them wins it, that'd be kind of incredible. I'll definitely
Yeah.
pay to see that. You know. Um,
Would you go?
would I go like to the
Yeah.
actual game
Yeah.
if I had the money? If I had the money, if I was a full
It
time
probably
streamer,
is
I
very
probably would.
expensive. Yeah, it probably is
How
very
how much do you
expensive.
think the games would be?
Oh, too much, too much.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to go. I would love to go to like a. I've never been to like a European football game. So if I ever
hmm
gone to Europe or like the UK or any other European country, I think one of the things I would do is go to a football game.
Yeah, I am quite lucky because I've been abroad to watch football games and stuff. I've been to Portugal to watch against Benfica.
Mhm.
I've been to watch Denmark, Germany to watch against Kaiserslautern. They were in the German First League, but they went down. Then where else have I been? I've been to there's some club in Italy. I can't remember which one it was. And there was one more, but I can't remember. We were meant to be playing Ajax, but that got called off because of COVID.
Mhm.
So I would have been to Netherlands and watched them play, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've watched a lot of MLS games. They're all of them are Galaxy games. So I've definitely
No.
watched football games or what they call here soccer games. But
Yeah.
not the European scene. I haven't experienced the European football scene, and I'm sure that's a different type of atmosphere than here.
I really want to go to Argentina and watch a game, but obviously it's a while away.
Like their national team.
Nah, what is it? Oh, what's the club called? Young Boys, is it? Yeah.
Young Boys.
I really want to. Yeah, I really want to watch them play.
They're called Young Boys. Isn't there? Isn't that
Yeah.
a? Isn't that a? I don't know what. It's some
Oh, that might be
European league.
Switzerland. That might be
Right.
Switzerland.
That's
No, I
Switzerland,
need to.
right?
Boca Juniors. That's the one. Boca
Boca Juniors.
Juniors.
Yeah, Boca Juniors. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to
Okay.
watch them. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Why
but
them?
Young Boys would probably be good. I don't know. Their atmosphere seems like amazing.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Young Boys upset Man U, right?
Yeah,
In their first game. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this before I let you go.
All right.
It has been an hour. I know I gotta let you go, soon, but let me ask you, what are your thoughts on 22 going forward? I mean, what do you see from what you heard from all the new features? What do you expect in terms of gameplay? Like, tell me.
The only thing that I'm debating this year is the actual look of the gameplay. I do not like how it looks.
Mm, okay.
It looks as if it will be fun to play, but it doesn't look nice.
Interesting. Well, how
That's
does it
what
look to
I.
you?
It just looks too bright. I'll probably have to turn it down.
Mm,
But I don't know. The players seem really weird. They just look weird.
they look weird.
Maybe too realistic.
Too realistic. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you'll have
Well,
to
yeah.
see when you hop on.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. You will see. So yeah, man. Well, anyways, it's been an hour, guys. We're gonna let you leave because I know you got to stream. I know you got some content to produce. So, again, where can people find you for like Twitch and Discord?
DCFC James 1 is all the socials on TikTok, Twitch, And Twitter is a little bit different. It is James McSherry 12, MCSHERRY. It's a bit of a long, complicated name, but
That's
that's my
Twitter, right?
name. Yeah, Twitter.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, so we'll drop the links in the description below, so you guys could check him out. James, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for doing this and
Appreciate
sharing.
you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for sharing the tips, man. Really appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna use those tips.